Don't let anyone tell you like, oh, I can't do that, you can't do this or whatever. Like if you want to do something, then someone will come to you and tell you, nah, you can't do this. They're projecting onto you. It's because they believe they can't do that. It's because they think they can't do that, so they think you also can't do that. But you're not them, you're different, and that idea is in your mind for a reason, because you're the only one that can carry that idea out. The thing about human beings is that they would know your worth. They will know, like, because they can see you, they can see the way you do things, but you can't see yourself. And that's why it's important to know yourself. That's why it's important to, learn about yourself. But as I was saying, they would see you and they'd see your worth and they'll see what you're capable of, and they'd hope that you don't. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Amy-Louise, again with another video. And in this video we're going to be talking about something everyone needs, something that's everyone should have, something that everyone is entitled to. Like, to me, it's like a birthright. If you don't have it, then you're literally cheating yourself. If you don't have it, then you've been cheated. And it's confidence. Oh my gosh, confidence is a beautiful thing. It's so lovely. It's a thing that allows people to be themselves and embrace themselves fully, and go out into the world and do whatever they want to do well, knowing that they're in that position for a reason. It makes you feel like you're worthy. It helps you understand your worth. It makes you feel like you're worthy to be wherever you are. So yeah, confidence is a must for everyone. I'm confident. But yeah, and one thing about confidence is that I've noticed that when people lack confidence, or when people aren't confident, like, they begin to envy others. Because when you're not confident, sorry, let me fix my hair, okay? I don't know what it's doing. But as I was saying, when you're not confident, you begin to envy others. You feel like the beauty in others highlights an insignificance in you. Like, it makes you feel insignificant. It reduces your value, because like, you see that someone else is, then you forget your own value. You forget how beautiful you are. But it shouldn't be, because the thing about beauty is that it's so unique. Everybody's beauty is different. The way someone is beautiful, you can't compare it to the way I'm beautiful. The way your favorite celebrity is beautiful, you can't compare to how beautiful you are. You're both beautiful, but it's different. And that's the thing about beauty. It's unique. Like, you are unique. Like, you're unique because of you. That's what makes you different. Who you are, everything about you that's different, that is what makes you beautiful. So beautiful isn't about having like facial harmony, or having a good body, or having an hourglass figure. It's about you. It's about your difference. What makes you beautiful is your difference, because it's your difference that sets you apart from everybody else on this planet. And to me, that's what makes something beautiful. If everyone looked the same, then no one would know what beauty is, and the world would be really boring. But it's because everyone looks the same. But because everyone has this like perception of beauty in their mind, and they feel like, okay, this is what beauty is, or this is what beauty should be, and people feel that way because people feel like, okay, this is what beauty should be, then they make others feel like their own beauty isn't it, because they don't like what they look like. And that shouldn't be it. Okay, so let's get into confidence. So number one about confident people is that they don't need anyone to come and tell them that they look beautiful. They don't need people's approval or opinions. Yes, people's opinions and compliments are nice, it's good, but they don't need that to feel confident, and they don't need that to feel beautiful, because they already feel beautiful inside themselves. They know they're beautiful. They know who they are. See, once you know your value, once you know your value, once you know how wonderful and ridiculously glorious you are, honestly, once you know what God has put in you, you wouldn't need anyone else to come and like tell you, oh, you're beautiful or anything, because that doesn't matter, because you already know that. I mean, someone telling you what you already know isn't really a favor. So once you understand how wonderful you are, you wouldn't need anyone to come to you and start telling you that. They don't, like, confident people don't thrive or feed on the approval or compliments of other people. They don't need that. It's just extra. Like, they don't need that. And when you know who you are, when you act confident and you know your value and you know you're beautiful, that's when the compliments will start coming. When you act it and you embrace your beauty and you walk like it, you act like it, you talk like it, when you look like you know what you're doing, when you look like you know who you are, when you act, then it will come. The compliments will come, because people like to see people that look wonderful. Honestly, beauty isn't even about how you look. I've met so many people that don't fit into like people's beauty standards, and the way they get compliments, it's because they've embraced beauty. Like, they know who they are, they know their worth, they know their value, and they act like it. But I've seen so many beautiful people that are always calling themselves or telling themselves, oh, I'm so hideous, I'm so ugly, and then they become ugly because people around them begin to see that they're actually ugly, because they act ugly by telling themselves they're ugly. When you continuously say negative things about yourself, you're teaching people to say negative things about you. So then people start believing that they're ugly. And like, it's like whatever you say, it's like it's just it's definitely spiritual, because whatever you say about yourself, you're literally speaking it into existence, and it comes to reality. Like, that becomes your reality. Whatever you think about yourself, whatever you say about yourself, that becomes your reality. So you really need to like embrace yourself, love yourself, act confident no matter what. Even if you feel stupid, it doesn't mean you look stupid. And even if you look stupid, still act confident, still act like you know what you're doing. Things are only bad when you embrace how, like, things are only bad when you embrace it negatively. Like, when a situation is negative, it can only be bad when you embrace it. So yeah, act confident no matter what. Even if you look stupid, walk, even if people are saying you're stupid, honestly, confidence is actually, even if you look stupid, confidence is actually embracing who you are, loving who you are, and ignoring whatever it is that people have to say. Honestly, people say things based on how they feel. People say things because they are hurt, they don't like themselves, so they say ridiculous things to bring people down. And you see, believe it. Like, say affirmations to yourself every day. Like, I sleep there, so whenever I wake up, this is the first thing I see, like all these affirmations. And it just makes me feel so good about myself. Even on my worst days, when I don't feel my best, I still act confident because I know it's how I act. And compared to how I act now and how I used to act before, it's like I just love being confident. It's like I embraced everything fully. And yeah, so that's it on confidence. Like, this one definitely works, because it has worked for me and it has worked for many other people. Okay, so you don't need anybody's approval. Second thing on being confident is that don't take shit from anybody. Okay, don't take rubbish from anybody. Don't allow anybody try to talk you down or put you in a place or a situation that you don't need to be in. If anybody's trying to talk shit about you, like trying to bring you down, it's because they are insecure. It's because they're trying to fill that hole inside themselves, that insecurity, with the pleasure of you being down, the pleasure of you being upset. So don't give them that. In fact, don't even ignore them. Like, talk to them, make them realize how stupid they feel. Like, don't let anybody put you in a negative situation no matter what. Okay, so yeah, don't let anybody talk shit about you. Don't let anyone feel like they have the right, because they don't have the right. And them having that right to insult you, talk shit about you, bully you, and put you down is them abusing your right. Your right is to be respected. Your right is to feel good about yourself no matter what you look like. And it's not even like, people do not have the right to come to you and insult you no matter what happens. Nobody has that right. So yeah, don't take rubbish from anybody. Confident people don't take rubbish from anyone, because they know their worth. They understand their value. They understand that they're not worthy of taking rubbish from anyone. They understand that they don't deserve shit, so they don't take it, because they know their value. When you know your value, you'll be like, wait, so this is actually who I am. Why am I taking this rubbish from this person? This is like, I'm above this. I'm not supposed to be taking this. It's like when you have a job, for example, it's like a doctor that has studied for years and has a first class degree taking like a rubbish salary, like 10k a month. Like, what is that? They know they're worth more than that, so they wouldn't accept that. That's how you should be. You know you're worth more than how people are treating you. You deserve the love and respect you give others. So why would you allow somebody come and disrespect you? No, don't allow that. That's rubbish. Number 3, stop comparing yourself to other people. Honestly, stop with the compare. Stop wishing you look like someone. Stop wishing, because if you look like that person, honestly, you wouldn't be beautiful. Because what makes you different from that person, whatever facial feature makes you different from that person, your size, your height, whatever it is, whatever makes you different from that person is your beauty, because that is what can be used to tell you and that person apart, and that is beautiful. Honestly, whatever makes you unique, which is like what people can use to tell you apart, is what makes you beautiful. That is where your beauty is. We need to stop putting like our whole worth on like how we look, because you're not going to look like this forever. I'm not going to look like this forever. Like, eventually my skin will begin to sag, my skin will stop glowing, so why would you put all your worth and your value on something that isn't going to be there forever? Put it in your heart, put it in your soul. The way you treat people, the way you act, that is where true beauty comes from. So stop comparing yourself to others, because the thing about comparison is that people feel like, oh, because I'm not as beautiful as this person, then they begin to get envious and toxic, and they feel like because they're not as beautiful as that person, they feel like they need to bring them down. But I just want to say, like, the beauty in others, the beauty you see in others, whatever you see in someone that makes them so beautiful, does not highlight an absence in you. So basically, that means just because someone is beautiful does not mean that you're ugly, or just because someone is beautiful in the eyes of other people doesn't mean that you're ugly. It doesn't take away from you. Someone else's beauty doesn't take away from you. If you see someone that is beautiful. Like, you should be happy that that person is different from you, because it's your differences. It's our differences that make us different. It's our differences that make us beautiful. Sorry, like, imagine if we all look the same. Life would be so boring, and life wouldn't even make sense because we all look the same. In fact, there would be no point of life. Like, there would be no point because everybody is just the same. Everything is just the same, and it wouldn't make sense. So stop comparing yourself to others, because when you're doing that, you're literally insulting yourself. You're making yourself feel like you're not good enough, and honestly, you are beyond good enough. In fact, the love and the kindness you give others, you are worthy of that love. You are, in fact, you don't know your value, and you don't know your value because you keep comparing yourself to others. You keep learning about others, thinking about why others are beautiful instead of thinking about yourself. You should be thinking about yourself, thinking about how to improve yourself, how to better yourself, how to make yourself feel good, and then you can start feeling beautiful. Okay, so that's something confident people don't do. When you're confident and you have value and you know yourself and you love yourself and you understand your value, you wouldn't feel the need to compare yourself to others because you know that I'm the shit. Okay, so like there's no need to compare myself. Like, I'm the shit. Confident people aren't mean, they aren't unkind, they don't bring others down. They don't feel the need to bring others down, because people that are mean and people that aren't kind and people that bring others down, the reason they do that is because they feel like they need to bring others down to feel uplifted, or they need to bring others down to their level. Because all these mean people that are bullies that have so much to say, if I tell you how insecure they are, honestly, you would not believe. They're so insecure, and they feel like if they insult people or bully people, then those people would feel insecure as well. And sometimes it works, because when someone is always getting insulted, they will, like, their confidence level will come down. Okay, but the reason they're insulting you is because they see something in you that they don't have. They see something in you that they wish to have. And yeah, the reason why thieves break into houses is because they see something valuable. So the reason why people are constantly poking at you and bullying you and harassing you is because they see something valuable inside you that they don't have, that they wish they had. And that's why they always bring you down. And once you realize that, oh, it's because of this thing, that's why people are bullying me, maybe it's because of my appearance or the way I talk or the way they act, that's why they bring me down, then you would understand that it's never that deep. This person is just insecure. They're bringing me down because they're insecure. They want me to be on their level. And you shouldn't allow that. You shouldn't allow that. In fact, you should use that as an opportunity. That person bullying you, you should use that as an opportunity, as a stepping stone to get higher and improve yourself and build yourself and, build yourself for the future. Use that as a stepping block. So don't allow anybody come to you and feel like they can make you feel insecure. That's also part of not taking shit. Don't allow anybody think that they can do that to you, because that's just rubbish. Only insecure people do that. Like, they feel like because someone else is beautiful, they're ugly. When they see people, they feel inferior, that type of thing. They feel like once they see someone, they begin to feel inferior, so they begin to look for ways to bring the person down so that they can, so that the environment can, be level, so that everyone can be on the same level, you get. So yeah, never allow somebody bring you down, because like that's the entire trick. The next thing is you should mind your thoughts. Confident people, they're confident because they have confident thoughts, or they have good thoughts, or they think well, or they think positively. They don't think shit about themselves. Yeah, that's why they're confident. But yeah, that's the thing about confident people. They're confident because they think confidently. If a negative thought, like for example, okay, if a bird flew over your head, it shouldn't lay a nest there, because it shouldn't lay a nest there because your head is not, your head is not a suitable place to lay a nest. So it should just fly over your head and go. The same thing, if negative thoughts come into your mind, then they shouldn't stay there and start growing, because when they stay there, they start growing and developing inside you, and then before you know it, they start poisoning your mind, and you can't think of anything productive, you can't think of anything good, because you're constantly thinking of negative things. So whenever something negative comes into your mind, you should just think of something else, like get rid of it immediately. Don't let anything negative stay in your mind. So yeah, don't let anything negative stay in your mind. Fill your mind with positive thoughts always. And I'm not saying negative things can't come to your mind. Like, every day we think, so definitely something negative will come, but it should never stay there. A bird can fly over your head, but it should never lay a nest there. The same way negative thoughts can come into your head, but they shouldn't stay there. They shouldn't make your mind a home, because then you start thinking toxically. It's just not nice. Like, you start thinking of unproductive things that wouldn't help you, and you're slowly killing yourself, and it's dangerous, because then you can start hating yourself. And yeah, that's just not a vibe. That's just not it. So think positively, think about good things, think about all the things you have in your life that make you happy. Think about the things that you have, the small things like running water, or if you don't have running water, think about air. You breathe air, and probably if you're not breathing air or you have health issues, think about the fact that you are alive. like, be grateful that you're alive, be grateful that you're here, because there's so many things you could do. When you're alive, it means that there's still so many things that you have to achieve, there's still so many things that you have to accomplish with your life. So you're here for a reason. You still being alive, it means you're here for a reason. If you were dead, then that's it. There's no future, there's no hope, there's nothing. That's the end. So you being alive, be happy. Even no matter what you're going through, think about the future. Think about, oh, okay, how I'm feeling now doesn't determine how I'll feel in the future. So next thing, love yourself. Like, oh God, love yourself. Self-love is the best love. And if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. Yes, if you don't love yourself, then you can't give anybody else love. Sometimes we spend our time investing in other people, loving other people that don't love us back, and then we pour all that love into them, and then we don't have any love for ourselves, and then we wonder why we begin to act abnormal, we begin to act a certain way. It's because you don't love yourself. You have to love yourself to give someone else love, because you can't give what you don't have. If you don't have love for yourself, you can't give someone else love. Like, whatever you're giving the person, that isn't love, because you don't love yourself. So you need to love yourself, you need to embrace yourself and be happy. Love how you look, like, love everything about yourself. Love your skin, love your, like, the most common things. Like, you don't have to have everything in the world to love yourself. You don't have to have everything you want to be happy and love yourself. Honestly, we overlook so many things that if we didn't have them, our quality of life would be like so little, and we overlook those things and want what we can't have, or want things that we don't need, and we neglect things that we need. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we want things that we don't need, we want things that aren't necessary, and we neglect the things that we have. We want things that we don't need, and we neglect the things that we have, the things that we need, the things that are actually necessary. And it's just somehow, it all boils down to gratitude. Like, you need to be grateful for everything you have. So yeah, love yourself. Love your, even if you don't love anything about yourself, like, find something. There has to be something. Like, don't you love your hands? You can eat with your hands. Like, don't you love your lips? You can talk with your lips. Like, there's so many things to love about yourself. Honestly, like, I can't imagine not loving myself, because there's so many things to love. Like, honestly, even if you don't have hands, like, you have a neck. Exactly. So that neck is useful. The next thing confident people do, and I think this is the last thing, they're always trying to improve themselves. They're always trying to make themselves better, because the only time, in fact, in our entire lifetime, we would never actually be the best that we can be. And we can only be the best that we can be when we're constantly trying to be the best. So in everything you think, say, and do, in your thoughts, your actions, your work, whatever you do, always try to be the best. Always try to, like, be on top. Always try to be number one, because that's the best thing you can do for yourself. Because when you do that, you would see results and you'll be happy. And confident people are happy because they have so many accomplishments. Like, they have so many things they've achieved. So yeah, learn to be happy, learn to be good, learn to do things, do things well. And if you're doing something, do it well, because you never know who could be watching you, and you never know where doing that thing well could lead you. So yeah, that's something about confident people. And yeah, they just do things well. They're always improving themselves. They don't just sit around and wait for someone to come and save you. Because to be honest, in life, and nobody is actually coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. So you need to do the work to save yourself and get yourself to where you want to be with the help of God. You need to get yourself to that place you want to be. That dream that you have. Everyone has a dream. Everyone has a vision. But that dream you have, yeah, nobody is going to take you there for free. You need to put in the work to take yourself there. You can't really depend or rely on anyone, because human beings change. Someone could love you today and then hate you tomorrow. Someone could be here today and then they'd be dead tomorrow. So you need to get yourself to be where you want to be. You need to rely on yourself. You need to be independent. Okay, you need to be independent. You can't be relying on other people. But yeah, you're the one that needs to put the work in to better yourself. Like, people are relying on you, you're relying on yourself. And by the people that are relying on you, the people around you, the people that don't have much, the people that don't have opportunities, they're relying on you to better yourself, so that you can help them, like, help the people around you. Like, things about confident people is that they better themselves, they improve themselves, they work hard so that they can help themselves and help the people around them, like their family members, or it could be people in their community or anything like that. That's what confident people do. And yeah, confident people aren't lazy. They're hardworking, they're ambitious. Okay, if you're lazy, then you're not confident. You don't know what you're doing with your life, honestly, because laziness gets you nowhere. You're just there. And laziness doesn't even feel good. It's not even healthy. Laziness doesn't even feel good. It's not even healthy, because human beings were designed to work. God designed us to work. God designed us to carry out activities, to carry out tasks. So if you have hands and legs and you're constantly sitting in one place, are you really useful? Like, are you actually living? You're not even living if you're doing that. You're just alive because you're not doing anything. That's not living. That's not life. That's just being alive. You're just breathing, but you're not doing anything. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing anything because you're just there. Okay, so we have hands, we have legs, we have a mouth, we have all those things for a reason, because we were designed to walk, not to stay in one place. And if you rest a little, you do work a little, and yeah, that's how it should be. But that's all I have to say about confidence. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video taught you something about confidence, and it taught you how to be confident. Okay, and I think this is a bonus. Don't let anybody try to, another thing is, don't let anyone try to like convince you that you're not worth what you're worth. Like, if you think that, if you know your worth, don't let anyone come and try to convince you, no, you're not worth that. Or don't let anyone tell you like, oh, I can't do that, you can't do this, or whatever. Like, if you want to do something, then someone will come to you and tell you, nah, you can't do this. They're projecting onto you. It's because they believe they can't do that. It's because they think they can't do that, so they think you also can't do that. But you're not them. You're different, and that idea is in your mind for a reason, because you're the only one that can carry that idea out. Okay, so don't let anybody come to you and make you feel like you can't do anything. The thing about human beings is that they would know your worth. They will know, like, because they can see you, they can see the way you do things, but you can't see yourself. And that's why it's important to know yourself. That's why it's important to, learn about yourself. But as I was saying, they would see you and they'd see your worth, and they'll see what you're capable of, and they'd hope that you don't. So they'll do everything in their power to make sure you don't know your worth, and you shouldn't allow that. And the way you can't allow that is by learning and knowing about yourself. So yeah, that's what I have to say about confidence. Confidence is a birthright. Everyone should have it, but in this life, not everyone will have a shot. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Slay.